चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद।
जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा।
जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद।
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद।
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद।
जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा।
जय अद्वैत जय गौर भक्त वृंद।
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद।
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद।
जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा।
जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद।
Reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, Chapter 9. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's travels to the holy places. Text number 194. अप्राकृत वस्तु नाही प्राकृत गोचर.
अप्रकृत वस्तु नाही प्रकृत गोचर।
वेद पुराणे ते यही कहे निरंतर.
वेद पुराण ते यही कहे निरंतर।
अप्राकृत वस्तु नहे प्राकृत गोचर.
अप्राकृत वस्तु नाही प्राकृत गोचर।
वेद पुराणे ते यही कहे निरंतर.
वेद पुराण ते कहे निरंतर।
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Spiritual substance is never within the jurisdiction of the material conception. This is always the verdict of the Vedas and Puranas. Purport. As stated in Katha Upanishad 2.3.9 and 12. न सदृशे तिष्ठति रूपम अस्य न चक्षुषा पश्यति कश्चन नैनम रुद्धा मनीषा मनसा विक्लप्तो ये यद विदुर अमृतास्ते भवन्ति नैव वाच न मनसा प्राप्तुम शोक्य न चक्षुषा. Spirit is not within the jurisdiction of material eyes, words or mind. Similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam 10:84-13 states, यस्यास्ति कुनपे कित्रिधातुके स्वधि कलाद्रे दिशु भौम इज्जति यत्यर्थ बुद्धि सलिलेन करहि चेत् जनेषु अभिज्ञेषु स एव गोखरा. Human being who identifies his body made of three elements with his self, who considers the byproducts of his body to be his kinsmen, who considers the land of his birth worshipable, and who goes to a pilgrimage place simply to take a bath rather than to meet men of trans knowledge, there is to be considered like an ass or a cow. These are some of Vedic statements about spiritual substance. Spiritual substance cannot be seen by the unintelligent because they do not have the eyes or the mentality to see the spirit soul. Consequently, they think that there is no such thing as spirit. But the followers of Vedic injunctions take their information from Vedic statements such as the verses from Katha Upanishad and Srimad Bhagavatam quoted above. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यस्य कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. Thank you everybody for joining for our morning Chaitanya Charitamrita class. We are discussing from Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, 9th chapter. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's travels in South India and his visit to many holy places. So we are discussing this section of Lord Chaitanya visiting Madurai. Last time we visited Madurai, Rameshwaram, Kanyakumari, Tiruvananthapuram, all these places. So Lord Chaitanya has also visited. So here we are seeing Dakshina Mathura ila Kama Koshti Haite Taha Dek Haila Ek Brahmana Sahite. So Lord Chaitanya came to South Mathura, Dakshin Mathura. This is called uh, Madurai. Madurai is called as South Mathura. And there mm, he met a Brahmana. से विप्र महाप्रभु के कैला निमंत्रण राम भक्त से विप्र विरक्त महाजन. So that Brahmana invited Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for prasadam. That Brahmana was a great Ram Bhakta, great devotee, and he was Virakta Mahajan. He was very detached materially. कृतमालाय स्नान करी ऐल तार घरे भिक्षा की दिबे न विप्र पाक नाही करे. So Lord Chaitanya took bath in Kritamala river, and then he came to this house of Brahmana because this Brahmana had invited him for prasad. But what will this Brahmana feed Chaitanya prasad? Because pakana hi kari, because he had not done cooking. When Chaitanya would come, the cooking was not done. Mahaprabhu kahe tare shuna mahashay madhyan hail kena pakanai hai. So Mahaprabhu told this Brahmana, "Re, my dear Brahmana, you invited me for prasad, and now it's noon time, but still there's no cooking. So why there has been no cooking?" विप्र कहे प्रभु मोर अरण्य वसति पाकेर सामग्री वने ना मिलिले संप्रति. So this Brahmana was in his internal consciousness. He was not in external consciousness. He was completely absorbed in Lord Ramchandra's pastimes. He was absorbed that he is in now forest. Lord Ramchandra, Lakshman, all of them are in forest. Mother Sita. So he is in that mood. And he is not conscious that he is in Madurai. He is not conscious of external reality. He is deep in Samadhi, and he is thinking he is in the forest along with Lord Ramchandra and Lakshman and Mother Sita. So Vipra, in that consciousness, is saying, Brahmana said, Prabhu, more Aranyavasiti, I am staying in Aranya, forest. Pakera samagri vane na miles samprati. So all the ingredients required for cooking is not so easy to get in this forest. वन्य शाक फल मूल अनिबे लक्ष्मण तबे सीता करिबेन पाक प्रयोजन. And in his internal state of samadhi, completely absorbed, that he is saying that, oh my dear Lord, this Lakshman has gone, he will bring all the ingredients, shaka, vegetables, fruits, mool, roots, all these things. And after that, Mother Sita will do cooking. So he is not living in this material world. His mind and consciousness is along in the forest with Lord Ram, Sita, Lakshman, all that. And he's completely. So he answered like that spontaneously. When Lakshman brings all the vegetables, fruits, and roots from forest, Sita will do the necessary cooking. Tara upasana suni prabhu tushta haila aste vyasta se vipra randana karilo. So when Lord Chaitanya heard his answer, he could understand that he is not in material consciousness, he is not in external consciousness, he is completely deeply absorbed in samadhi, and he is in this forest, and therefore he is replying. So Lord Chaitanya was very deeply pleased about how he is absorbed in serving Lord Ramchandra, how he is so uh, transcendental. So Lord Chaitanya was very happy. However, later on, this Brahmana came to external consciousness, and he came to know, Lord Chaitanya has come, and realized that, oh, I had invited him from lunch, and then he realized I had not cooked anything. So already 12 o'clock. So immediately he got the ingredients, he started cooking, and he made Lord Chaitanya sit for some time. प्रभु भिक्षा कैल दिनेर तृतीय पहारे निर्विन्न से विप्र उपवास करे. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took his lunch at about 3 o'clock, but the Brahmana, being very sorrowful, fasted. So after cooking, this Brahmana, 12 o'clock he cooked, then offered, and then by the 3 o'clock almost, Lord Chaitanya took lunch. But Brahmana did not take lunch. Though Lord Chaitanya took lunch after Lord Chaitanya's taking prasadam, Brahmana did not take. He was fasting. Prabhu kahe, Vipra kahe, kara upvasa, kena eto dukha, kena kara hutasa. So when while the Brahmana was fasting, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him, "My dear sir, why are you fasting? Why are you so unhappy? Why are you so worried?" Hmm? So Lord Chaitanya could see that he is very, very unhappy. Hmm? And because of that, he is fasting. So he asked, "What's the matter? Please tell me." विप्र कहे जीवने मोर नाही प्रयोजन अग्नि जले प्रविशिबे छाड़िबो जीवन. So this Brahmana said, Jivana more nahi prayojan. I don't want to live any longer now. Either I will enter fire or I will enter water and I'll give up my life. It's so painful for me to live in this world. जगन माता महालक्ष्मी सीता ठाकुर रानी राक्षसे स्पर्शील तारे यह काने शुनी. He said, "My dear sir, Mother Sita is the mother of the universe and the supreme goddess of fortune. She has been touched by the demon Ravana, and I am troubled upon hearing this news." So he was in that meditation and serving Lord Ramchandra in meditation, and then mm, he heard that, oh, Mother Sita was kidnapped by Ravana, so he became so unhappy and he was not able to eat. He was saying, how can I live? Better I give up this body. So, so when we hear katha, actually that should be the consciousness. Katha should not be heard just for information. Katha one should emerge in the katha, completely bathe our consciousness in that. Like Kulashekar Maharaj, when he used to hear katha, he was in the past times. Similarly, this Brahmana, he was in the past times. He was not hearing katha that maybe millions of years ago this Ramayana took place and Lord pastime took place. No, great devotees, when they hear katha, they feel that, oh, katha is Lord pastime are going on right now, and they become part of that. And this is also reality. Lord's pastimes are eternal. Yes, definitely, lakhs of years ago, this pastime happened, but even now the pastime is happening. Lord's pastimes are eternal, and great devotees can participate in Lord's pastime. Similarly, even now, Lord Krishna's pastimes are happening, and great devotees hearing the pastime Krishna, they become so absorbed that they enter the pastimes of Krishna, and they can experience Krishna's pastime even now. Similarly, this Brahmana was living with Lord Sita, Ram, and Lakshman, and he was experiencing that pastime. And she was, when he heard that Mother Sita is kidnapped, he was so miserable. He was so unhappy that he couldn't live in this world. So love, this is called love. When one develops love for Lord, he feels for Lord so much. He's not bothered about his body. He's not bothered about his own life. He's not bothered about his own thing. His consciousness is completely absorbed in Supreme Lord. So here, this Brahmana, he's a pure devotee of Lord Ram, and he's in that mood. He's entered in the pastime of Lord Ram, and he's at that phase where Mother Sita is kidnapped, and because of that, he's feeling so much pain, and because of pain, he's not having. He is fasting. He's not ready to eat anything. So when Sri Chaitanya saw this condition, ये शरीर धरि बारे कबू ना युजाय ये दुख ज्वले देह प्राण नाही जाय. So this Brahmana continued, "Sir, due to my unhappiness, I cannot continue living. Although my body is burning, my life is not living." He's saying, "Oh, this is my condition. What to do?" प्रभु कहे ये भावना ना करिय आर पंडित है केना ना कर विचार. So Lord Chaitanya said, "Arey, why you are having this moroseness? Why are you having these feelings? You are a great Pandit. You should think intelligently. You should think based on scriptures. You should think logically. and not be carried away by false thoughts like this. So Chetmaprabhu, please do not think this way any longer. You are learned, but why don't you consider the case? Ishwara Priyasi Sita Chidananda Murti Prakrita Indriyara Tare Dekita Nahi Shakti. So Lord Chaitanya told Sita Devi, the dearmost wife of Supreme Lord Ramchandra, certainly has a spiritual form full of bliss. Sita's body is not material. Her body is spiritual, Sachidananda. No one can see her with material eyes, for no materialist has such power. With our material eyes, we cannot see the soul because soul is spiritual. Similarly, with our material eyes, we cannot see God because He is also spiritual. So, the way we cannot see Krishna because Krishna is spiritual, or the way we cannot see Lord Ramchandra because Lord Ramchandra is spiritual, we can't see them with material eyes. Similarly, Mother Sita is also completely spiritual. Her body is transcendental. So, no one can see Mother Sita with material eyes. So Lord Chaitanya is explaining to this Brahmana. Sparshivara karya achuka napaya darshana sitar akritya maya harilo ravana. To say nothing of touching Mother Sita, a person with material senses cannot even see her. When Ravana kidnapped her, he kidnapped only her material illusory form. So Lord Chaitanya is telling to this Brahmana. So my dear Brahmana, forget of touching. Touching is far off thing. Nobody can, materialistic person like Ravana cannot even see Mother Sita. What to speak of touching Sita? And for your information, when Ravana kidnapped, that was not the original Sita. That was Maya Sita, illusory Sita. Mm, mm. Ravana asite Sita antardhana koilo. Ravaner age Maya Sita patailo. Lord Chaitanya continues. He's telling to Brahmana that, my dear Brahmana, as soon as Ravana arrived before Sita, she disappeared. And just to cheat Ravana, she sent an illusory material form. So Lord has inconceivable potencies, and Mother Sita, she has also inconceivable potencies. Uh, so by her inconceivable potency, she created illusory form, and she sent the illusory form mm, in to Ravana. So in this way, Ravana was cheated. Ravana was thinking, oh, I have kidnapped Mother Sita. But actually, Mother Sita was never kidnapped because she disappeared from that scene. And Ravana kidnapped Maya Sita, illusory Sita. And coming to today's verse is aprakrita vastu nahi prakrita gochara Veda Purane te yei kahe nirantar. So Lord Chaitanya is telling that aprakrita vastu, spiritual substance is never within the jurisdiction of material conception. Spiritual things we cannot understand by material intelligence or material senses. This is always the verdict of Vedas and Puranas. So materialistic person can never understand spiritual subject with material intelligence or with material senses. So Prabhupada gives wonderful purport. Naiva vacha na manasa praptum shoka na chakshusha. Spirit is not within jurisdiction of material eyes, words or mind. With material eyes, we cannot see spirit soul. With material words, we cannot describe. And with material mind, we cannot conceive of spirit soul. So spiritual subject is completely beyond material sphere. And this is very important verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. Yasyasme buddhi kunapek tridhatuke. So foolish people consider themselves to be bodies which is made of three elements: bile, mucus, this kapha, pitta, vata. So anybody who thinks, oh, I am this body made of kapha, pitta, vata, here Bhagavatam says he is gokhara. He is just ass, very foolish person, ass or a cow. Basically, is the animal. Anybody thinks that I am this body made of earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, he is animal, basically. Swadhiya kaladrishu bhauma ijjati. Somebody considers all those who are related to his body as his kinsmen. He is also animal. So sometimes people think, oh, these are my relatives, So on bodily platform, when we consider relatives, then that is also foolishness. Bhaume ijjati. One who considers land of his birth worshipable. He thinks, oh, my country is great, my land is there, my birthplace is great, and he worships it. He's attached to his birthplace. Actually, birth is not very glorious. Taking birth in this material world is like giving sentence to the prison. Hmm? One is put in jail. One is so one cannot be attached to the room number or prison cell number so and so. If one is coming in a prison house, he should feel ashamed. Oh, I am coming in this prison house. One doesn't become proud of prison cell where he is staying. So one should not be very proud of one's birthplace. But foolish people, they are very proud of one's birthplace. And yat tirthe buddhe shalilne karichit. And foolish people, they go to holy place thinking, oh, if they go and take bath in holy rivers, holy ponds, holy pukurs, they will achieve perfection. But this is foolishness, because just by taking bath in holy places and holy rivers without meeting great souls, without receiving trans knowledge, there's not much benefit. Mm. So when we go to holy places, the most important thing is meeting holy persons, devotees, to have spiritual knowledge and hearing from them. Mm. Then that is a perfection of dham darshan. Seeing the dham with the ears, not with the eyes. Uh, so Mm. Human being who identifies his body made of three elements with his self, who considers the byproduct of his body to be his kinsman, who considers land of his birth worshipable, and who goes to a place of pilgrimage simply to take bath rather than to meet a man of trans knowledge, there is to be considered like an ass or a cow. He is basically foolish. He is animal. Mm. Intelligent person understand I am not this body, I am spirit soul. Intelligent person understands that all souls are part and parcel of Krishna, eternal servant of Krishna. So in that sense, all souls are related. So all living entities are my brothers and sisters. Not only those who are related with my body. And he understands that actually spiritual world is worshipable. This material world uh, is not a very great place. It's a prison house. And he understands if we go to holy places, the most important is to meet holy people and hear from them, serve them. Hmm. So that is actually person of knowledge. So these are some of the Vedic statements about spiritual substance. Spiritual substance cannot be seen by unintelligent, because they do not have the eyes or mentality to see spirit soul. Consequently, they think there is no such a thing as soul. But the followers of Vedic injunctions take this information from Vedic statements, such as the verses from Katha Upanishad and Srimad Bhagavatam quoted about. So if you want to understand spiritual subject matter, we can't understand with our eyes or material senses. We have to hear from bona fide authorities. We can, in the beginning, we have to see with our ears. And when our heart is purified and we develop, when our senses become spiritualized, then we, with spiritual senses, we can see. If we keep hearing Krishna Katha, if we keep hearing holy name, heart is purified, then we'll be able to see Supreme Lord Krishna face to face. We'll be able to see our original Swarupa, spirit soul. So all this thing is possible, but not with material eyes, not with material senses. विश्वास कर तुम्ही अमार वचने पुनरपि कुभावना न कार्य मने सुचेत Mabu told Brahmana, my dear Brahmana, have faith in my words. Do not burden your mind any longer with this misconception. You are thinking, oh, Mother Sita was touched by Ravana. This is misconception. Ravana could not touch Mother Sita. He only kidnapped Maya Sita. So don't feel uh, so much stress and anxiety. प्रभुर वचने विप्रेर हैल विश्वास भोजन करिल हैल जीवनेर आश. Although the Brahmana was fasting, he had faith in the words of Shichet Mabu and accepted food. In this way, his life was saved. After thus assuring Brahmana, Shichet Mabu proceeded further into southern India and finally arrived at Durvasana, and where he bathed in river Kritamala again. So then further Lord Chaitanya went, and then when he went to Rameshwaram, he saw the Brahmanas were studying Kurma Puran. And in Kurma Puran, there is description about how actually original Sita went to the abode of Agni, an illusory Sita was presented, and during Agni Pariksha, how original Sita again came, and the Maya Sita went back. So in this way, Lord Ramchandra was presented original Sita. So that descriptions are there in Kurma Puran. So Lord Chaitanya, when he heard that, he was very happy. Then immediately arranged to copy that scripture, and he gave the copy to the Brahmanas who were reading. And original he took and went to this uh, South Madurai, and met this Brahmana and gave him this Purana. And when this Brahmana read that Purana, he was fully satisfied. And this time Brahmana was so happy. Then he said, "Oh, last time I could not feed you proper prasad. This time I want to cook you nicely." And then he cooked very nice feast and served Lord Chaitanya. And Lord Chaitanya was also requested that Brahmana to eat nicely. So Brahmana also ate prasad. So in this way, Brahmana was very happy, and Lord Chaitanya was also very happy to see that Brahmana is happy and he is taking prasad. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Any comments, any questions, any discussion we can take?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, Dandvat Pranam, Sanjay Prabhu.
Thank you very much, Prabhu, for this wonderful class. So, Prabhuji, just I have one confusion doubt that prior to kidnapping of my goddess Sita, eh, she was uh, in her transcendental form from the Ayodhya. So, from Ayodhya till her kidnapping, uh, between them, they met so many people. So all the people met, they were all spiritual people, so they can see Sita, Mata Sita in her original form.
Two things are there. If Lord wants us to see him, he can make himself available. For example, these deities we are seeing, Radha Govindev, Nitai Gauranga, now here we are in Pandal, Jagannath Baldeswa, they are also spiritual, they are not material. But Lord
Yes.
is very merciful that he is manifesting himself in such a way that we can see it. But Lord can unmanifest anytime. So it's up to Lord. If Lord wants people to see him, have darshan of him, he will manifest. Anytime he can unmanifest. So it was Lord's mercy that Lord's mercy, Mother Sita's mercy that they were making themselves visible to others. But when Ravana came with very ill motives, then Mother Sita disappeared from his vision. Hmm. So when we have right vision, right perfect, Lord may be very happy and Lord may reveal himself, but Lord may also or uh, keep himself hidden from our material eyes. Okay.
Prabhuji, one more thing, Prabhuji.
Does that answer your query?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji. One more thing, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Before kidnapping, there was one incident that Indra's son Jayant was
Mm,
attracted towards Mata Sita.
mm,
So certainly he was not a matlab devotee. So
mm.
how he could see Mata Sita in her original form?
Actually, two things are there. Lord arranges all these things uh, of- for performing pastimes so that uh, Lord's glories are revealed to the people in general. So we see in that pastime, Lord sends uh, this arrow, and that arrow chases Jayant. Jayant goes all over universe, but
Yes,
he is not able to save himself. Finally, he surrenders to Lord Ram, and then uh, he is spared. So basically, sometimes different pastimes are there so that one can understand glories of Lord, develop appreciation for Lord, and they surrender to Lord. Even this Ravana's pastime is there. Ravana is kidnapped mothers. All that thing is there so that we can understand the prowess of we can understand prowess of Supreme Lord. We can understand what is right, what is wrong. We can learn proper lessons. And Lord is coming and performing pastimes for benefit of conditioned souls, so they can learn lessons. What is right thing? What is wrong thing? What is consequence of doing wrong thing? And through that also one can know glories of Lord, glories of Lord's concerts like Mother Sita or Radharani and all these things. And in that way we can better appreciate them, and we can develop bhakti and develop our love for them. Okay.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Dandvat Pranam,
So
Prabhuji.
point is that when we know the tattva properly, then when we hear pastimes, then we'll get much benefited
Mm.
and we'll get purified. But if we don't know the tattva properly and we hear pastimes can be very bewildering, and it can
Yes, Prabhu, certainly.
confuse people like anything. So most of the people in India are confused. They know Ramayana, they know Mahabharata, but they don't know basic things. Like we are not this
Yeah,
body, we are spirit soul. They don't know Krishna is God, Ram is God. They have spiritual body and their pastime is spiritual. They don't know they are eternal and they have spiritual planets, and they are just coming to teach, and they're performing just Leela. People don't know this thing, and then with material senses they try to understand, and they can get confused, bewildered. They sing, "Arey, how it is possible?" This, that, and they lose faith.
yeah,
So we have to understand these things from scriptures, from bona fide devotees, from bona fide sources. Otherwise, uh, it is going to be confused. So we see Prabhupada when he went to America, he's first teaching everybody, "You're not body, you're soul." He's teaching what do you mean by God, how he has inconceivable potency, all this. When you understand fundamentals, when you understand philosophy properly, and then we hear pastimes, then that gives joy, that gives great purification, that gives spiritual advancement. But if you don't know basic philosophy and hear pastimes, that can create confusion, and one's faith may also get disturbed. Okay.
yes, Prabhu. Okay.
Thank you very much. Yes, Shurot Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranam. Prabhuji, I have two questions. So first question is, Prabhuji, like what Sanjay Prabhu said, just extending that. Uh, there are many people who are seeing so Krishna during his earthly pastimes.
Yes.
For example, Duryodhan and Sakuni. So they were quite envious of him. So are they actually seeing, or they were just seeing some kind of material manifestation of the Lord? Are they actually seeing the Lord? Because they were envious.
Uh, am I audible? Your voice is
Yes,
cut.
bro.
Is my voice clear to you?
Yes, bro. Your voice is very clear. Should I
Uh,
repeat the question?
no, I understood something. It was cutting, but I understood. I will repeat your question and you let me know whether I have understood your question. You are saying that when Krishna came, Ram came, so many people saw them. Did they
Mm-hmm.
really see them like Duryodhana and no Kamsa and so
Sakuni.
many people? Did they really see them, or they did not see Lord? So is that your question?
Yes,
Hmm. So now,
because
uh,
I heard in Prabhupada lecture, Prabhupada says that, yes, bro.
uh, what did Prabhupada say?
Prabhupada was saying that during when Krishna's pastime, other than a handful of people like Pandavas, Kuntis, and Brajvasi, rest of the people they couldn't see Krishna because they were not able to
Ah,
understand that he is God.
yes. Like for example, you come to temple. Now, lakhs of people are coming to take darshan of Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. Now, are they getting darshan of Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra? Yes or no?
Yes and no, both. They are seeing the
Yeah.
deity.
Yeah, those who have proper understanding, this is Sakshat Vrajan Nandan. He's not just a statue, he's not just wood. He's Sakshat, he's Krishna himself. Those who have that understanding and with that faith and with that devotion, they are coming, they're actually seeing Krishna. बट समबडी सिंह अरे चलो थोड़ा क्या देख के आते और आते देखते रहे इधर तो आर्किटेक्चर बहुत अच्छा है बहुत पैसा कमा रहे हैं बहुत भीड़ है बहुत गंदगी है ये है और भगवान को भी ऐसा ज्यादा देखते नहीं ऐसे ही घूम के चले जाते हैं और मैं भी हाँ कुछ तो पुतला की तरह कुछ काठ का ये है कुछ तो ऐसा जस्ट सी एंड गो So so they get, because they get some minimal benefit but not much benefit. Hmm? Real benefit comes when one get mercy of devotees, and through mercy of devotee one understands the spiritual principles, and with proper consciousness, proper understanding, one take darshan. Then that is actually real darshan. Otherwise, most of people are not having much understanding. Yet some blessing they will get. They will come, at least they will take prasad, some darshan. So they may not be able to see Lord, but Lord will see them. So they will get purified. So in that way, some sukriti they will get, but mm, without mercy of devotees, they will not get real bhakti. And without real bhakti, they won't be able to see God uh, in real sense. Does that address
Yes,
your question, Prabhu, to some extent?
yes, yes, Prabhu. Means basically what I understood, uh, they may see the Lord, but they may not, at this time, they may not appreciate.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes.
They may not appreciate him as the supreme personality of Godhead, means as Bhagavan.
Yes.
They may see,
Yes.
they may get some benefit. So similarly, like other, when Lord was personally present also, people might have got some benefit of his presence, but they never understood that he is the supreme personality of Godhead.
Yeah.
Okay, Prabhu.
Okay.
Okay,
So thank you
Prabhuji,
very much.
second question.
Huh?
I have a second question.
Okay.
Prabhuji, you told like this Brahmana's pastime where he was so absorbed with Lord Ram's pastime that he forgot that he has invited Lord Chaitanya. And you gave the example of Kulasakara Maharaj. So my question is, Prabhuji, we are supposed to be, observed like that while hearing the Lord's pastime and even while serving the Lord. But point is, Prabhuji, it doesn't happen very often. Most of the time, mind goes, something else. Even while chanting, which is the most basic process, while chanting also it goes here and there. And while serving, there are so much distraction. Mind keeps on going here and there. Very difficult to even concentrate on the service. And getting observed in the pastimes of the Lord, or service of the Lord, it's very difficult. So is there uh, any basic thing that we should at least try in our stage, that we get to some absorption while serving?
Yes. So that this Brahmana was on actually prema platform, love stage. So when one is on bhava and prema platform, then actually they are able to deeply absorb in Lord's pastime, and they can forget material world. Mm. So when we also come to the stage of bhava and prem, we will be able to absorb like that. But before that, we have to do our sadhana. Now, adosadha, tata sadhu sangha, tata bhajan kriya, tata anatnivritti. We are in stage of anatnivritti. So we have to continue doing bhajan kriya. More we do bhajan kriya, then now more anarthas will be removed. And then we'll come to stage of nishta, and then we continue further. Then we may come to stage of ruchi. Then we come continue further. Then we may come to the stage of asakti, and then we may come to stage of bhav and this thing. Like we see somebody maybe PhD, but now I'm not PhD, but I'm in 10th standard, so I have to study 10th standard, then maybe 11th standard, then 12th standard, then maybe I have to do graduation, then maybe I have to do masters, then I have to do PhD. If I continue, then I will be a PhD one day. If I give it up, then I cannot be PhD. Similarly, now I'm at another new stage, so I have to continue doing sadhana nicely, and then I will come to Nishtha stage, and then later on I will come to uh, Ruchi stage, then I will come to Asakti stage, then I will come to Bhav stage. So I have to do this process of hearing and chanting, especially if we continue doing these 5 items of devotional service daily. Uh, One is assistation of devotees. Second is reading Bhagavad Bhagavatam or hearing Bhagavad Bhagavatam. Third is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra at least 16 rounds. and then worshipping deity or having darshan of the deities, offering bhoga to the Lord, and in eating prasadam, and making our home spiritual, making our workplace spiritual, wherever we are, making sure that we Krishna is it. If we keep on doing this every day, then gradually we'll come to higher stages. We'll rise above anatnurity to nishta, to richi, and uh, asakti. And then finally, when we are in bhav and prem, then we'll be able to fully absorb. Till that time, yes, there will be distraction. Till that time, there is struggle, but this struggle is temporary. Mm. So we have to keep on struggling with great hope and enthusiasm, knowing that this is just a phase, and if one day I will be successful, one day I will come to the Ruchi stage and Asakti stage and Bhava stage and Prem stage. Now I am in Anatnut stage, so I have to continue doing my sadhana properly. Hmm. I should do with great faith, with great determination, Ussat, Naisha, Dhairyat. I have to continue devotional service. Okay. I don't know whether does that address your question.
Is true. Is true.
Yes. So we are on right path. We are doing right process. We just have to continue, and mm, s- then we'll be able to achieve the state gradually. Okay. If you are serious, sincere, without altering motives, then definitely we'll achieve these results gradually, not in one day. Hmm?
Is true.
Thank you very much. Ki Jai Chitranand Ki Jai, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami Ki Jai.
Vijay.
Today and tomorrow is Saturday, Sunday. Many of you may have holidays. You are most welcome to come to Pandal. Have a wonderful darshan of Jagannath Baljasudmai. It is said taking darshan in Gundicha is thousands of times much more uh, uh, thousands of times blessings one get than going in temple and taking darshan. So Lord is in very, very merciful mood here in Gundichan. This is non different from Vrindavan. So when we have opportunity to come, get blessings, get darshan, and make tremendous spiritual advancement. Okay. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dandavad Pranam.